Hello everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. And before I even start this video, I would like to say thank you so much that you have given time to watch this and also are part of my WhatsApp group that I've created. I'm actually grateful that I'm already having more than 50 members who are willing to learn and I mean, I know some people have this question. They've even contacted me personally that why am I even doing this for free? Maybe there's some catch, or maybe later on, what if I charge money or something? Okay, so here's the thing. A few months back, I underwent major surgery, actually a hip replacement that was done in 2021, September and October, and that really hit us financially, especially. So what happened then is, I'm thank God I'm fine now. I've recovered and I came back to India. I'm personally from Tanzania, and when I came back, I had limited money because I'm on scholarship, yes, but still you have some expenses of your own. But recently, actually, a few weeks back, a friend introduced me this trading platform. I knew it actually some years back. Somebody else told me about it, but I don't know. I would say just some factors made me not to engage. Then once I was introduced this again, I was like, okay, you know what? Let me do it. Actually, I paid for the education that I went for, and at first I was also curious and skeptic that what if it doesn't work out? I'm paying a lot, then what? But I was like, look, when you go study something, you pay, right? So I was like, you know what? Even if it doesn't work out, it's okay. I learned something, right? So to cut the story short, I went into it, and it's been 3 weeks now. Yeah, I know it's 3 weeks and I'm teaching this. I am having a win rate of around 80% plus. Depends. Sometimes I just do 3 or 4 trades. Depends on the market. And don't worry, the graph you see in front of you, don't get worried. It's easy and you'll understand everything. So I would like to make this video short, and it's just an overview so that from day after or few days after, I want to start making series where you will have to watch them and you'll understand what everything is, maybe details. My videos will be short to medium. Long videos mostly will be done on live sessions that I will start very soon. First, I would like to let people know what I'm teaching, and also you understand, because don't jump right into it. And one more thing, I know some people read the part where you have to open a demo account. Don't worry, I will teach everything. Not in this session, but maybe tomorrow or the day after I will be showing that. Okay, so that was my story, and that's the reason I'm teaching this for free. I'll be taking my pace because I have my personal life. I'm doing pharmacy in India. I'm studying, so I cannot guarantee you that every day a video will be posted, but I'll try my best because I'm just volunteering. And also, to make this clear, this video is for educational purposes only. I do not guarantee you any wins or losses that will happen to you when we do live sessions, because I'm just teaching. If we win, we both win. If we lose, we both lose. I mean, that's why I said you have to open a demo account, first practice. So yes, let's get started. Okay, so what is Hfx, okay, and what is traded? So Hfx is called high frequency forex. I mean, if you guys have heard about forex, so what that is like trading commodities, right? Like, let's say example, you want to travel to the United States from Africa or wherever you are, and what will you do? Your local currency, you will go and exchange it, right? Now, how people make money out of it is that, let's say you exchange your currency into US dollars and you get a certain amount, and then you hold that, right? And then after some time, your own currency's value increases. So when you go exchange, you get profit. Now, of course, that is a physical business, while forex is a digital market. To give this overview, there's roughly estimated statistics show that the market, the trading market, is $6.6 trillion peak per day. So there's $6.6 trillion every day being invested. And who does this, right? Who trades markets? Banks, big pockets, rich business people, these big companies, corporates. Those are the ones who trade, because you might ask yourself that how do banks run their cost? That because they invest in tradings, they do assets and so forth. At the end of the year, you get your interest, right? But these days, when you keep your money in the bank, you actually not benefiting anything. It's very minimum. It's like being secure, and the bank will use your money and they will run it. Okay, so what is traded is currencies. Now, trading has broad. There's cryptocurrencies. There's of course the forex market, which is like euro. I mean the currencies like US dollars, pounds, Indian rupees, and so many. And there's also Japanese yen and so forth. And then there's also the stock market itself. And I guess many people have heard about it. Like there's the Apple, big companies like Apple. Spotify, so forth are part of it. I mean, I think most big countries have stock markets like India and so forth. But I won't be going into that. So in short, I would say Hfx is the short version of forex. So what here you do is you just have to predict the market will go up or down. Meaning, is it going to be a buy, meaning uptrend, meaning it goes up, or if it's going to be a sell, meaning you're predicting it to go down. Okay. And whatever option you choose within the specified time, so because it's high frequency, you'll be trading for 3 to 5 minutes. You can trade to 10, but that's kind of long. I mean, it's only depends with personal preference, but normally we teach for 3 to 5 minutes. And let's say you chose the market, you predict the market will go up, right? So within the time frame of 3 or 5 minutes which you chose, and when you hit the button buy, which we'll explain when we go into the part of broker how it works, the market from the point you hit buy or a sell, let's say, if the market goes in the direction you predicted for within those 3 to 5 minutes, you win, you get profit. Now of course you won't get 100% profit, you might get from 60 to 80 depending on the broker. I'll get into it. And what is traded, mostly we will trade on currencies. So if you look at this chart, look at on the right hand side, if you see the cursor. So this is AUD JPY, AUD NZD, AUD USD. So this is Australian dollar, Japanese yen, euro and Australian dollar, and so forth, Japanese yen. This is USD, Canadian dollar, USD and Canadian dollar, etc. So that is what we do. And also when you come on the top left here, when you click this, you'll see all these currencies. So if I just search like AUD, now you'll see AUD USD, AUD JPY, CAD, NZD, CHF, and so forth, right? Don't worry, we'll get into it. This is an overview to show you how it works. And also I will explain this chart, this website. And this website actually is called TradingView. You can see up here. This is a internationally recognized platform where you can analyze the market, and from forex, from high frequency to crypto, you can trade anything here. So when you come here, you see it's right, all stocks, futures, crypto, forex, bonds, economy, etc. But mostly we'll focus on forex. There's the exchange of currencies. Now as I already explained what is traded, we'll go into the broker. Okay, so before I even go to that, there is different kind of brokers. Now broker, okay, so what I'll do is I'll open one broker which I use, and load. Yeah, so this is IQSend. If I log in, so let's say I want to log into my demo account. So just a minute. Yeah, this one. Just have to use my fingerprint once. Yeah, and then yeah. So this is how it looks like. I'll be making a detailed video about all this in the next video. So it's just now to show you. So okay, so on the left hand side you see the same currencies. This is like because you're doing forex, and this is how the chart looks like. It goes up and down. Now at the moment, today is Sunday, so the market is closed, but you might wonder why is the market moving. So this is the weekend market. This is when the broker is the one, I would say, handles it. So there's no main body like banks and stuffs are not involved. So it's actually volatile, and I would not recommend you to trade unless you want to do some practice. That is okay using demo. Yeah, this is so here you see your demo amount, how much you have. This is time frame. So here normally we go for 3 to 5 minutes, but in my teachings mostly I'll be using 5 minutes with fixed time on, which I'll explain in the next video. Here's the amount. This is call and put. So as I said, call, some place it will be call, some place it will be put, and another brokers it will be buy, or down here sell, or some place you might hear words like which I'll be using. So please note that down. It'll be like bullish or bearish, or you can hear sometimes they call it bull or bear. So bullish, let's just take an example like there is a group of people and annoying one person. So what they're doing is bullying. So that is meaning that there's a huge amount of people who are there. So that means many buyers, right? So what is going to happen when people do a call or a buy or a bull? What is going to happen? The market is going to go up. So that is what you're going to predict, that if you press right now up, and let's say I put 1 minute time frame just to show you, and then you do let me just put $1, and then I do a call. Okay, so the market has to stay above this until this 1 minute is over. So you can frame this down from here. I'll be of course going in detail, but this is how it looks like. And then if I put a put, the market has to predict that the market will be below. So that's all. And I've used fixed time on, so that's why you see it's on the same place. Now what other thing is, down here you'll see your, I would say, your history, right? That what if the trade is open, you see open and closed. So closed is all this, and the dates you can change. That's all. So that's how it is. I just want this to end so that you can see how it looks like. Then yeah, that's all mostly. And then I'll just on the top bar you see trading, funds, promotions, and etc. I'll be going into that also. So okay, so you see what happened. The trade closed and I predicted the market would go down, right? So what happened is I lost 1 and I won 1. So I got 1.6, meaning I recovered my $1 and a profit of 0.60 cents. You see here this part. I hope you can see. So that's how the broker works. Others are like IQ options. Okay, I won't be going into it, just to show you. Okay, this is how it is. I'll make another video for this, so don't worry. And then there's also pocket options and so many others. Okay, so that's how it is. Let's get back here. And then as I already said, currency pairs, which I already discussed, these are the ones, and there are more of course, but my favorite ones are gonna be, I mean there are many, but I would say this we call, okay, so in short, instead of saying AUD JPY, we'll say AJ, okay, and or EUD USD, right? So instead of saying EUD, sorry, EUR USD, instead of this, what I will do, I will be saying EU, right? So that will make it short and simple. So these are some of my currencies I use. I mean, sometimes it's just, if the market is along you, then just go for it. UJ is AJ, which is there is AN, yeah, and then there is what did I miss anything? Anyway, so yeah, there's NZ and so forth, and NJ. So this is how it is. And now we come to the main part. Okay, this is just a basic overview. So you see something here, right? These are candles. Now when you come on top here, so after this currency pair, this timing. So here is what I said. You choose your time from this day, so you'll see day candles. So it means that each candle, you see this, each candle that represents 1 day. And then if you go to the 1 hour, you see each candle represents 1 hour. Okay, so let's just stick to 5 minutes, and let me zoom this. Sorry, I'm using a tab, so sometimes it's just, yeah. Now instead of doing a presentation or preparing a PDF or drawing artificially, I would just want you to see this. Now currently the market is closed, so it's stuck, which it'll open up on Monday. So okay, so now candlesticks are what you see here. Okay, these reds, and you see these greens. In summary, I would tell you that if there's a green, the market is going up. If there's a red, it's going down. That means green means buy, red means sell. Now some platforms, I mean of course you can change this color, but this is the recommended one because it's easy to recognize, but you can change to any color. Some platforms also show maybe just blacks, you can change it to black and white, maybe borders or something. Just play with it. If you wanna have fun, it's okay. Now with this you'll see something called this Wicks. Now let me try to zoom in. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so let's focus on this one. So you see this this line. Let me do this. Okay, this one, and this one, right? Or even in the green area, you see this one, this area, this one. So these are Wicks. Now if you understand this, which will go into details. You can win the market by using support and resistance. Now, what is support and resistance? Okay, so let me just delete this. Now, with support and resistance, let me explain this in simple words. Now, just a minute. What is that? Actually, I don't use this stuff a lot, but anyway, okay. So the market goes up, okay, in support and resistance, and then it comes back down, and then it goes back up. Okay, so that's how the market works. It's like throwing a ball onto the ceiling, and what will happen when it hits the ceiling? It comes back, right, to the floor. Now, the floor, or we call it the support, and the ceiling, we call it the resistance. So when you threw the ball up, what happened is that the ceiling resisted the ball from continuing up, and it threw it back down. Now, looking at the market, you see what is happening. The market is going up. So let me try to draw this. Yeah, this one. Going up, going down, going up, going down, going up. It's like a bit of consolidation, which we will also learn what that means. Going up, going down, going up, going down, okay, I'll just do this, up, down. It just goes on like that. That's what it does. And that's how the market is. So somebody actually asked me some time back that why does the market behave like that? Now it's like asking yourself that why is the blood flowing in your body the way it's supposed to? It's just given, right? So that's how it is. Don't don't ask so many questions that you even get confused at what you're dealing with. It's just when you breathe in oxygen, that's it. Like, you cannot say that why am I not breathing nitrogen or carbon dioxide? Like, it doesn't make sense, right? So that's it. So the market, that's how it behaves. Now, so at some points you'll see this. Okay, now here you might say, okay, Shivam, like, look at this market. It was in a straight line. No, this is not a straight line. Look at this carefully. What is happening? It's going up, down, up, down, up, down, like that. See, that's how it works. Now, as I said, there's something called support and resistance. Okay, now to play with this, I will show you. Let me go all drawings. Now, support and resistance is as a floor and a ceiling. So what we do on this left hand side, you see this, so many icons, I would say, yeah, some structures. So you take this, go down here, you see this horizontal line, you select that. Don't worry, I'll get into it. Then I'm using this as an example so you understand. Now let's use this big line, this green and red. So what happened is, when you keep this here, you can come here up, you can change the color, black, and then I'll make another one here. Okay, and then another one, I'll make it down here. Okay, so this is an example. Now what happened here is, let's make another one. Let's just make another one here so you can understand. Okay, so what happened here is this, I'd like to make this as a this dance, and I'll make this into maybe a red color so you can understand. Okay, and this, maybe change it to red also so that it be easy. This can also, now I won't change this, I'll just, because I have a reason to why I don't want. Okay, and sorry, I'll check. This is support, make this into green color. Okay, now the reason I told you why I want to change this, because I have a point. Now what is happening if you see this market? By the way, we are in the 5-minute time frame. So what that does mean? Each candle you see here, each candle is 5 minutes. Okay, please do make your notes when I'm teaching. This is just a 101 course, it's an overview. I'll be going into much details for each topic, so do not worry. So what is happening is, look at this market, how it was behaving, right? So let's just take an example from here. It went up, okay, and then it went down, went up, went down. It hit this area of support, and it bounced back up, continued up. Let's say it just went a little bit down and back up. What happened here? It's a sign of resistance, meaning the market didn't continue going up. and went back down, up, down, and then it closed down. It went till down here, but it got pulled back. Now I'll explain also what the pullback means. Now let me make this black so you can see, and thick. Okay, great. So now what I'm trying to say is, you see this line, when the market was down here, it went up, but when it reached this area, this resistance area, like the ceiling, when you, let's say you throw the ball up here, and when it comes, so what happened? It went back down. So look at the market where it closed, near to the support. Now you remember I said wicks. So what did the wick do? It touched that area and pushed the market back up. Okay, so it went up again and similar place, near this resistance, and got pushed back down, and it played along this area a little bit. You see, now this, remember I said the black to black, so I won't change. Why? It's because if I would change these colors, you would get confused. With the point being, you see this support. Okay, now let's come back here. It said that a previous support can become a new resistance. All right, now what I mean, or a previous resistance can become a new support. Now when we go back to this area, look at this place. What is happening? The market was down here, went back, come up here, 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 and here, then it went up, right? Now what is happening here is this. You see this area, this support which I drew. Okay, now I don't want to be very specific, so do not worry about this upper place. Okay, or I would also make this red. Okay, so what is happening is resisting. So what happened is this: when the market was down here, it went up. So this down area was let me draw this place also to make it simple. Okay, and this was a support. So what happened is, it was in the support area and the market was not going down because it's getting supported by this area. Then what happened? It shoot up. It reached this area. Now remember, this was, I wrote it as a support, but what happened? It went up. So just let's not consider this top part, but it is a resistance, because what happened? It resisted and pushed back down. But look at this area. This let me sorry, just a minute. I wanna put a box here. See this area. See this area. What happened is the market came up here, it got resisted. This zone, we can call this as a zone, which we will also learn. And when it went back down, and this area was the new support. Okay, and then went back up. Now this support, I'm just still talking about the support. What happened is that when it touched here, the support acted as a resistance. Okay, and it backed down and it pushed up. Now that upper part was as resistance, and now the previous areas, as I kept saying, this the support is the resistance. All right, but when the market pushed up and came down, that support, which was a previous resistance, right, now became a support. Now I know it might sound confusing to some people. I understand, so don't worry. We'll go into much details as we continue. We'll also learn something called retests, so also keep that in mind. But I wish and I want you to keep watching this video so that at least you get an overview of what all this is. Okay, now support and resistance is done. So I want, before I continue with this chart, I want to tell you guys something else. In the market, there are three analyses which we do. The first one is called let me try to sorry, is this text yeah, here. The first one we do is the analysis part. Okay, which we do is called technical, fundamental, and sentimental. Right? Okay, let me give this here. Okay, let me keep it down here. Yeah. Now, what does technical, fundamental, and sentimental mean? Technical analysis is what we were just doing. Resistance, the support. That where will the market go, and I press that button for buy and it will go up, correct? So as I said, if it was coming down here, the support and or resistance. So let's say you're predicting the market to be going, you want to sell maybe, okay? So what you'll do, you'll wait for the market to come up here to this area of resistance, because at the previous area it also acted the same way, which I will explain in later videos. and you'll put a put or a sell option, and you'll expect in 5 minutes the market to go down and you win your profit, correct? And when it comes down here, you'll prefer a call option that the market is probably going to go up because it was behaving like that before. And when we do technical analysis, we also see what the market did in the past. Look, I'll give a simple example. When you flip a coin, okay, there's a probability of 50-50, correct? That either a head or a tail. Now if you have a continuous heads, let's say you did 4 times and you got heads, now the 5th time you do, that is still a probability that it's still a head or the tails, because we don't know what's going to happen. And that's how the market is. Every time you enter a market, every second passes by, or every minute, or let's say we're in a 5-minute candle, we don't know, we cannot predict the future, okay? We are not God, how the market will behave. But there's so many things that have been developed because the market has been behaving like that since it was established. It's like it's like a habit. So what happens, what we do is that we predict from the history, okay? So please note that down. Whenever you open a chart, you let's say you could just come here, like, okay, the market is here, it's reaching this lower point, support, I'm gonna put a buy. No, please do not do that, okay? You have to go back, let's say you zoom out a little and you see what is the market doing. Now the other part of technical analysis is this. We were talking about supports and resistance, okay? There's something else called trend lines, or you watch at how the trend of the market is. Now if I show you what you see here, okay, what do you see? How is it, the market? Is it going up? Okay, arrow. Is it going up or is it going down? Clear answer. Up, correct? So that's technical analysis. Don't worry, we will be focusing on this a lot because that's what trading is all about, technical. And then there's something called fundamental analysis, which you see here. Now what is fundamental? Fundamental is this news. What is happening in the like right now we see the Russian and Ukraine crisis, right? And it has affected the stock market a lot. I mean the market in general, right? So that's fundamental analysis. And how do you go for that? So there's a website, you come here. So this is forexfactory.com. I'll put in the description and also in the website. And here this part, you see, this is the news section. Now right now today's Sunday, market is closed, so the news. But let's say up next we see maybe what's tomorrow. Let it load up. The network is not so good, but yeah, okay. So here's Monday. So Monday 5:20 a.m. This is actually Indian time. You can set it yours to your time you want, so that's okay. And we can come up here, I think. Yeah, so you see Kolkata, this is India, but you can come here and you choose any timing you want. So let's go back. Okay, so here in brief I would say, you actually I know some people ask me that do you have to go into details? No, you don't. All you have to do, and it is a very simple task, you see the time, you see the currency, okay, and you see what is happening. Now this part not important, I mean you can read more if you want, that's okay, but what we see is this folder type icons, okay, and the impact region. So what it's saying that at 5:20 a.m. Japanese yen, the currency of Japan, is going to be affected because of this kind of news. Now the 3 colors, there's the yellow, there's the orange, and there's the red, okay. Red and orange, don't go for it, it's danger zone. Market can act very weird. Let's say we will learn how to, because as I said, you learn about technical analysis. There's some indicators you'll see. There's, like, you can say you set a strategy, everything aligns that I'm going to put a buy or a sell at this point. But because of this news at that certain time, they can affect your prediction. And sometimes in the market and you'll be like, I did everything right, but why is it not working out? It's because of the news. Like look at this, around 1:30 or okay 8:15 at USD, it's orange. This is very dangerous. This can really affect the market. So that's how it is, fundamental. Then we come here. Now currency strength meter. This also I'll keep in the website. It's livechart.co.uk. What we see here is the currencies. Now this is very, very important to us. This is what is going to show us how the market is behaving, okay? Now, this euro, this pounds, this USD, this Australian dollar, Japanese yen. Now, this mostly I don't go below this. Like, this is my primary currency pairs. When you start trading, you will understand the market slowly. Sometimes when you're trading, you'll be like, why is the market weird, acting very funny? Like a story, short one. Last week I was trading in AUD and Japanese yen. This is my favorite. Many traders use this. And what was happening is that the strength was there, like kind of similar to this one. Like this was strong into like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. This one was 1. But what was happening? It was in the opposite direction. The market was falling like very badly. So it was just going against every strategy you have. But so when that happens, you stay away from the market. You wait. You let it settle down. You let it calm down, because at that time it's boiling and you cannot drink hot water, correct? So that's the same way. You do not get into a hot market. You just get burnt and lose your money. So we will get into this more when we are doing live sessions or also next recorded videos. So all you have to, right now the market is closed, so this is of no use, but you always have to check this and keep refreshing your page so to see the updated version. Okay, so now remember I said something about sentimental analysis. Now this part, this is not sentimental, but as I said, the market has buyers and sellers, right? So the buyers and sellers have sentiment. So when the euro is so high, many buyers will come in this position because they want the market to keep going up. And there's those sellers, okay? They want, let's say you're trading euro USD. So the people who want these USD to start falling. So many sellers will come into it. So what will happen? Let's say there are more sellers in the market. So what will happen? The euro strength will keep going down and the USD strength will go up, okay? Now I'll go more into details, but this is just an overview. And next videos, I'll explain this in more details, especially with the live market, so you'll understand also. Let's come back here. Now we'll talk about indicators, okay? So let me just clear this. Okay, before I start, indicators are like your I would say like a software or a program where you can use for assistance. Yeah, right word, assistance. They tell you how the market is behaving, okay? So you might say that, okay, Shivam, I want to put a trade here, but this market is also going up and down, and what's the right way? Which point should I go? I can, because resistance and supports or trend of the market, which we, in other words, is say price action, meaning if the market is going up or down. Is this market like what is it? How is it behaving? Because fine, it's going up, but it's also at times coming down. So what if I put a trade here and it goes down? How will I know? So that's where indicators come into. Now indicators have been made in regard to how the history of the market has been. So you don't rely on them completely, but I'll explain point system, which how you make sure that how many points makes sure that the trade is a good to take. So on the top bar here you'll see indicators. Now if you're using a mobile, so it might be a bit different, but it looks the same. Now you can type here any one you want. You can go to technicals, and there's so many people have made them, and the strategies and all that, but I will just go into the normal ones. So these are the ones I use. So I'll just, maybe if I try to search technicals, stochastic, okay, RSI. Now I'll just go to my favorites and show you. Now what we will be using in this training platform most of the time, I mean 90% of the time, is this stochastic, the RSI, relative strength index, and the Ivan Cabral binary strategy too. I'll be breaking this down in future videos, also RSI and stochastic, but to show you how they look like, just click on that and that. I won't click on this right now because you'll get confused, but to show you, this is how it looks like. Yeah, you see. Now I know this is so much information, and don't worry, once you'll just take it as a piece of cake, trust me. So I'll just try to hide this right now. I don't want. So yeah, by the way, if you open some of the indicators, they come up here. You can hide them if you want. Now this is stochastic and RSI. In brief, I would explain that stochastic and RSI are momentum indicators. They showed how the market is. Now the beautiful part, this is my favorite. I normally observe the RSI. Stochastic. Let me show you. Let me put this vertical line. Okay, so here, and then here. Okay, let me put this thickness to 1 so that you can see it properly. Okay, let me zoom in. All right, now I want you to observe the stochastic analysis, how it's behaving. When the market was in this area, this, if you can see, the RSI and the stochastic were also heading up. Now I will start first with stochastic so you don't get confused. When the market was going up, the stochastic was going up, and when it reached that point of resistance which I kept previously, let's skip it again here. Okay, it's red. What happened? It went down. So what did the stochastic do? It went down also, right? And once it reached this area, you see, it started playing here. Now yes, it's showing is going up, but it's got this area, this I would say it's a consolidation area. Okay, if you can, never mind. Okay. I'll just use the text. Consolidation. Okay, yeah, this is a consolidation area. Consolidation is a part when you see a market just going, in this kind of straight part, like it's tightening itself. It's in a tight zone. Like I keep it here, and I keep this here. So it's just in that area. Just in that area, it's playing along. And what that shows, please note this down also, that the market is, expecting a breakout. So breakout means either up or in a downwards position, right? So when this happens, the market most probably goes up, or either it will go down. Okay, don't worry, I'll explain all this. So this is just for the video. By the way, this video might be a bit long, but do bear with me because it will help you in the future videos. Now what is happening? Okay, so zoom out. Okay, now okay, I think the indicators disappeared. It's fine. Where did it go? Just a minute. Where did the indicators go? Okay, let me just do this. Remove indicators. Let me keep them again. And stochastic. Okay. Yes, how I remove them is you come to this delete button on the bottom, and this remove drawings. Drawings is this lines I keep, indicators, or you can remove everything. Okay, so as we come back, so yeah, I can arrange this also. You can keep RSI on top, stochastic, anyhow. It doesn't matter much. So what happened is this. We zoom in again. This is just an overview. What happened is when the market came down, the stochastic was already down because the selling was going down. This red, remember, selling, and when it was going up, it was buying. Okay, so look at this area when I point it down. It's the same thing, right? It was going up, then this red appeared, so it went down. Kept playing. You see here, it went down. So that's how it was. And the RSI also is momentum indicator, but the beauty part about this. You will learn, I'll teach you this, what these numbers mean. But for now, if the market is on top of this black line, which is the 50 line, on top, it's in an uptrend. It's going up, correct? When if it's near in this 50 area, it's consolidating. And how can I show you? This area I showed you consolidation. What is it? It's near the 50. It's playing around here. And when the market, please note this is very important. When the market is in this area, do not take any trades because you don't know how it's going to behave. Yes, you learn there's few things we will see that how can you predict the market will go up. We'll go into details, but for now, to understand this, when it's here, don't. When it's in the upper area like these ones, or maybe we go back. Yeah, look at this. You see this area? Pressure. Okay. Like this black, thick. You see this area? You see this area? Market was in an uptrend, as I explained. What was it doing? It was going up. So what happened? The stochastic remained up. Okay, and this is just one example. Okay, this is another one. When the market was going down, this area, you see what is happening? The market is in a lower position. But now here's what I will teach you something called divergence. Is when the market shows it's like supposed to be going that kind of direction, but it doesn't. So I don't want to talk about this. I know it will confuse some people, but this is just an overview. Where is this again? Sorry. Yeah, here. So this is a consolidation somewhat. And what happened? it is kind of a consolidation, but what is happening to the market? It's in a lower position because it was like going down. You see, it was going down. Okay, so that's how it works. So when the market is in downward position, prefer going for sells. When it's in the upper position, go for buys. Don't do anything right now. We'll start making proper series from tomorrow onwards. So this is all about indicators. There's also something called Bollinger Bands. This is, I even said, even Cabral and all that. I don't want to talk about it right now. I know it will confuse people, but this is how it is. Now I talked about price action. That, you know, it's an upward movement or the downward. Let me zoom out maybe to show you more. Okay, so okay, yeah, here's price action. What is happening here? The market is going down. Correct? So that when you hear me saying price action, this is what it means. Trend, the market trend, price action of the market, how does it behave? And also, as I said, there are some indicators will show that will also help you understand how things are. So, for example, even Cabral. Okay, so I know it's confusing, but don't worry. So see, so you'll see these lines. I'll explain more into it. So don't worry. Okay, let's talk about something else. Okay, so I already talked about the currency strength. So, you know, please observe this also all the time. And I want to talk about this software in short and we wind it up. And there are so many things actually I want to talk about, but let's just remove everything. Okay, I want to reset the chart. Okay, so I'll make a very detailed video of TradingView very shortly, but in brief, what we will be mostly using, I want you to keep that in note. And also, if you watch this video, I want you to go open your TradingView platform and see, you know, watch my video again, practice, you know, what I talk about, resistance and support. Just, you know, go into any market like AUD USD. Let's go there. Okay, it's kind of similar. AUD EUR JPY. Okay, so actually I had drawn many charts here because I was trading, but let's just remove it. So do you see this? What is this? You know, it's an uptrend. You can just view it like uptrend. So every 5 minutes. So for since 10:30 roughly till 20 on the next day 27th, for 12 hours or maybe or more, our market has been in an upward way. So what do? We put a buy, correct? And okay, so to keep this simple, when you come on the top left here, when you press this button, there's all these options. Okay, so I'll go into detail, but you know, you can change it to color theme to black and looks cool. But we'll be teaching in white to make it look simple. And then this auto save feature should be turned on, so that whatever you add in this, if you want it to stay there, it stays. You know, in case power cuts off, your battery dies, or you just close the tabs by mistake, they're always there. And then the second one we'll be using is trend line. So trend line is something like this. You come here, you put this up. So, you know, you're like checking how the market is, where is it hitting and all. So we'll learn all this. This is technical analysis also. Come back. So mostly, so I want you to highlight, like star this to your favorite, so it's easy. So you use trend lines. There's horizontal line. That's the most which I personally use, but it's up to you, your preference. And sorry, I did this. Okay, so this Fibonacci retracement, yes, we will go into this. This is also some kind of a technical analysis. It's really nice, works. And then these are mostly I will use rectangle. Let me also favorite it. So here is this, you know, I would be marking zones where possible market will hit and, you know, go back in the opposite direction and, you know, make my prediction come true. Mostly that. The other things also which mostly we won't use. Yes, we'll use this delete button a lot also. Okay, so when you come to on the top also, this is where the currencies are. So, you know, you can search anyone. Okay, and one more thing, when you search a currency, just go to Onda. All right, this is I would say accurate, nearly accurate. Like there is very minor difference in the official market. So what I mean by that is, like example, you see this sorry, delete this. So you see 228, right? So this is, I would say, this is accurate. And also, of course, when the broker I opened AccuSend, that also uses this TradingView platform as a reference. Of course, there's a slight difference in number, but very minute, and we'll also get into it, why it's so and what does it mean. So you can search this. Then there's this time zones here. So when you click down here, this arrow, you see all this, right? So mostly I use 1 day, 1 hour, and 5 minutes, 1 minute. So I just use it sometimes just to check how the market is, or sometimes to teach. And then we come here. So these are candles. Candles is bars. You can change it to bars. This is how it looks like. This like HK. This is and is this Renko. Okay, so yeah. So another other thing also, in the free version you won't get everything. Okay, so once you are confident, you know what you're doing, you can purchase it. At the moment I'm also using free, so it's okay. There's no flow or drawback to it, so it's okay. Okay, the candles. Okay, reset chart. Fine. Then compare. I'll talk about this later. So this, as I said, indicators X area. You know, these are my favorites, so you can select directly from here also. The templates. Alert is setting a timer. That example, let's say you are predicting a market to hit a certain zone and go back. So you'll put it, and it will. If you download the app also, you can find it in iOS or Android. Excuse me. Yeah, you can find it there, and it will show you a notification that the market is at that position, and you can analyze more and also make a trade. Reply is like how the market was behaving in the past, but I cannot use this because I'm in a free version. Just to save. Yeah, okay. Publish, you can publish and let others know about your trade and stuff. Here is your currencies. Now when you come here, there's all these customization columns. Okay, so you can, like, I'm gonna keep all this. So that's how it's gonna look, right? All the numbers and all, but I normally don't want to use all those stuff, so I just use this. Then yeah, this is the overview. Down here also you see the same thing: 1 day, 5 days, 1 month, 3 months, etc. This is UTC time I'm using. So mostly, yes, another thing in our trading, we'll be using timing a lot. I know you'll be amazed with what this can do, but yeah, in short, that's how this chart is. These other things I won't be going into it right now, but that's the overview. So I want to wind this up. I don't want to make it very long. It already is. I want you to practice. Open this chart, check out everything. Just explore. The way you go to a new place, you start exploring, taking pictures, right? So do the same. I mean, don't take pictures, but you can screenshot. So you learn resistance and supports, learn about price action, trend lines, candlesticks, the Wicks. Okay, I'll be talking more on Wicks. And then also market analysis, which I said, technical analysis, fundamental and sentimentals, and so forth. Yes, so I'm closing this down. I really wish you guys good Sunday and a good Monday, and thank you so much for watching. This video will and probably get updated very soon into another version. But this is the overview. If you're confused, if you are, you'll be like, oh, what is this? Don't worry. You will learn by time, and trust me, you can love it. Thank you so much again. Have a great day. Adios.